There comes a time in every man's life when the noise dies down, when the fake applause stops, when the empty beds grow cold, when the mirror becomes the only witness left. In that quiet hour you stand alone, no friends, no clapping boys, no half smiles from women you left half loved. Just you, your reflection, and the question you can't run from. You call yourself a man. But are you? Some say being a man is hard. It is. But not for the reasons most think. It's not the bills, not the sweat on your back, not the battles outside your door. The hardest fight is the one inside you. The daily wrestling match between who you pretend to be and who you really are when no one is looking. You see, the world will hand you cheap trophies. Player, alpha, king, boss. It will tell you manhood is a mouth to feed your ego, a stage for your lust, your pride, your hunger to be feared. And many boys swallow that lie whole. They think conquest equals strength. They think leaving broken hearts behind means they're winning. They think loyalty is weakness. Softness is foolishness. Restraint is a joke. But the day will come when the lights go out, when the room falls silent, when the only thing that answers you back is your conscience. And then what? A man does not measure himself by how many women bend for him. He measures himself by how many feel safe enough to stand beside him. A man does not build kingdoms on the bones of the women he uses. He builds legacies that lift them, protect them, and remind them that love does not have to hurt to be real. There's an old saying, any fool can take, few can guard. Boys take, they hunt softness to feed a hollow chest. Men guard, they stand between that softness and the world's sharp teeth. A man is a shelter, a boy is a storm. So look at yourself. What do you protect? Who sleeps better because you exist? What scars do you heal? Whose fears do you calm? If every woman who's touched your life stood in one room, would they smile when your name is called? Or would they look away in shame? We talk so much about manhood like it's built in bedrooms, but real manhood is forged in silence, when you walk away from what could destroy someone's trust just to feed your momentary hunger. When you delete the message you could have sent at midnight. When you hold her name sacred in a room full of wolves who want you to brag. When you speak her name with honor, even when she's no longer yours. You want to prove you're a man? Stay loyal when options line up. Stay gentle when anger begs you to roar. Stay when leaving would feel so easy and so sweet to your ego. Stay where you plant seeds that outlive your selfishness. I've seen men who build empires but fail to build peace at home. I've seen men who father children yet never show up for the nights when monsters hide under the bed. I've seen men boast of their wealth while their woman's heart grows poor, starving for the gentle strength they will never give her. So here's a mirror moment. A few questions no man escapes. When you speak, do your words build or bruise? When you touch her, does she feel safe or trapped? When you promise, do you follow through when it costs you sleep, comfort, convenience? When you fail, because we all fail, do you fix it or flee it? When you lead, do you push people down or lift them up? When you love, do you leave them softer or more guarded than you found them? Listen, there is no prize for being the man who leaves her broken but says, she should have known better. There is no glory in seducing someone's daughter, only to treat her like disposable plastic when you're bored. You may wear the badge of player today, but one day you'll be the father of a daughter. May she never meet a man like you used to be. If you are that man now, It's not too late to burn that version down. It is not weakness to change. It is strength to look your sins in the face and say, "No more." It is power to stand in front of the temptations that once owned you and whisper, "You don't get me anymore." I respect the men who build when no one claps, the men who guard when no one thanks them, the men who stay soft in a world that tells them hardness is the only way to survive. These men are rare. That is why they are needed. So here's the truth you won't hear in locker rooms. Any boy can bet a woman, but it takes a real man to stand in front of her fears and say, "I'm not leaving." It takes a real man to love her soul so well that her body feels safe to follow. It takes a real man to protect her heart, even when he's angry enough to crush it. It takes a real man to be the father his father wasn't, or the father his father taught him to be. One day, the crowds will quiet, the looks will fade, the beds will grow cold, the games will bore you, and you will stand in that mirror, older, softer, truer, and you will ask yourself, "Was I a man?" May the answer come quickly. May your name taste sweet on the tongues of those who remember you. May your daughters sleep safe. May your sons stand taller. May the woman who holds your name say, "He was not perfect, but he was good. He was steady. He was mine. He was a man." So you stand here today, puffing your chest, calling yourself a man. If that's true, prove it. Not with how many you can take, but by how much you can protect, build, and hold safe in a world that forgets how rare true men are. Be that man or be forgotten.